Now what we're going to do with these, when we get in the hives, we're going to mark the cap brood with these paint pencils. We're going to select 21 cells out of the cap brood. We're going to go in there with these needles and we're going to poke through the capping. And the object of the game is to kill the larva underneath the capping, but not to destroy the capping. Don't rip the capping off, just poke right through it. Stab the larva to kill it. We're going to kill 21 of them. We're going to mark them with these paints so when we come back Friday, we can identify what larvae were killed. And we want to see all those larvae cleaned out of those cells. That's hygienic behavior. Can they remove the larva? No, actually, tomorrow we're going to check them. You have to check them within 24 hours. You kill the larva, you go back within 24 hours, you see if the bees have cleaned out the dead larva. If they have, that's hygienic behavior. If they've just kind of half uncapped some and cleaned a few out, those don't go into the breeding program because they are not hygienic.
Why 21?
Well, that's just a convenient number. You could make it 51 or 81, but it just works out marking and less time.
Out of all these that we just made, you mean? 21 out of how many?
Oh, no, I'm talking about brood cells on the frames. We're going to actually pull frames of bees out, and we're going to stab the larva and kill them.
Gotcha.
Paint them, put them back in there, let the bees clean them out, or not clean them out. I fully expect, from what I saw from Ron's bees yesterday, that we're going to have really good results with this, that at least 5 out of the 6 of these hives are going to have those cells cleaned out when we look at them tomorrow. And then we can say, okay, they're hygienic, or at least they exhibit the hygienic behavior. Now, why? Let me digress a little bit. That's one hygienic behavior. That's VSH, Varroa sensitive hygiene. They detect the Varroa mites underneath the cap cells, they uncap the cells, they remove the pupa with the mites on it, therefore that interrupts the mites' reproductive cycle. They're no longer viable. They can't produce. Everything was interrupted. And so we want to make sure that we identify the hygienic colonies by the VSH trait. But also, when I'm examining my bees and I'm looking for breeder queens, I'm looking for other hygienic traits. There are some other ones. There are the grooming behavior. If you notice your bees, now when bees come in from the field, the guard bees will generally greet them, touch them, whatever. They may even groom them a little bit. But when you look inside the hive and you see the worker bees actually cleaning one another, and it's a behavior that you can notice clearly. It's not just one or two, it's the whole hive. That is the grooming hygienic behavior. That's a little rarer. There is another hygienic behavior called biting or gnawing, and that's when the bees actually will bite the mites that are on their sister bees. And you can identify those kind of colonies if you put a sticky board underneath the screen bottom. By the way, I run all my hives on screen bottom. I advocate that here, anywhere. But when you see the mites on the bottom of the sticky board and they're actually, you can tell that they're injured. They may only a couple of their legs are working, they're wiggling. That's a biting honeybee, and those are very highly prized. I have 2 or 3 lines back in North Carolina that is the base for my breeding lines, is the biting behavior.
Are you looking at those mites under a microscope?
No, you can see it with the naked eye. Well, I can. Now, when I take these glasses, I wear these glasses for distance. But when I take my glasses off, I can see 20/20 up close. And you got to be able to see 20/20 up close to do this exercise. Now, we're going to bring a hobby lamp tomorrow, or Friday, whenever we graft, Friday. And that's going to help you guys actually see the larva, because it's very hard to see with a naked eye. And so we'll have that set up, and that'll aid us in being able to graft the right age larva. That's really important. I'm not going to go into all that because we'll worry about that on grafting day.